Wilson, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson.
We may not be funny, but we've sure got suspense. Mr. Benny's residence, star, stage, screen, radio, and is beginning to get a feeling of security in television. Oh, hello, Susie. Huh? Oh, no, honey, I can't get away today. Mr. Benny gave me yesterday off. Where'd I go? No place. He wouldn't let me leave. I had him blitzed on 4 games. I'll talk to you later, Susie. Goodbye.
Good morning, Rochester.
Good morning, boss. How'd you do at the wedding last night?
Oh, it was... Wait a minute. Rochester, how'd you know I went to a wedding?
Well, I overheard you on the phone last night, and you were dickering about the price.
Well, how'd you know I played my violin at a wedding?
Well, for $3, I knew it wasn't a Hollywood Bowl.
All right. I'll never take that kind of a job again. What a wedding. What people. I not only got home at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I haven't even got the $3.
Why? What happened?
While I was kissing the bride, the groom picked my pocket. But maybe he needed it. Anyway, Rochester, who's at the piano playing my song?
I don't know.
Well, let's go see. Look, it's Polly. Polly, you played Daddy's song on the piano.
She can sing it, too.
You can sing it?
When you say, I beg your pardon, then I'll come back to you. When you ask me to forgive you, I'll return.
Rochester. She knows the words and music perfectly. Where'd she see a copy of my song?
I lined the bottom of her cage with it.
Oh, for heaven's sake. I thought you always covered the bottom of Polly's cage with the funny papers.
I had to stop. Little orphan Annie had her in tears.
Well, that's about the silliest. Rochester, put Polly back in her cage. I'll get the door. Like the swallows at Serrano, return to Capistrano. For you.
Hello, Jack.
Oh, hello, Mary. Come on in.
Jack, I've got to tell you the cutest thing that happened on my way over here.
What? What was it?
Well, it was a nice day, and I thought I'd walk. And as I came down Wilshire Boulevard, I was standing on the curb waiting for the traffic, when a little fella came up to me and said, "May I help you across the street?"
Uh-huh.
And Jack, he was so cute I couldn't refuse. I gave him my hand, and we walked across. Then we got to the other side, he kissed me.
Oh, that's cute. This little boy kissed you?
What little boy? He's a jockey at Santa Anita.
No.
I had to lift them up yet.
Well, Mary, that'll teach you to... Oh, for heaven's sake, there's that bird again.
Jack, isn't that your song?
Yeah, Polly learned how to play my song on the piano. She won't stay in her cage. Rochester, get Polly back in her cage.
Okay. Come on, get away from the piano. Come on, get away from the piano.
Si, senor.
Now she thinks she's Hosea Turby. Sometimes that bird doesn't... I'll answer it, Rochester.
Oh, how do you do, sir? Would you like to buy some magazines?
Well, Dennis.
Oh, hello, Mr. Benny. Would you like to buy some magazines? I've got Look, Collier's, and Red Book.
Dennis, how come you're selling magazines?
Well, my father is out of work, my brother was laid up with a broken leg, and my sister's husband ran away and left her with 2 starving children.
Wait a minute. Dennis, did your father lose his job?
No,
And your brother, he broke his leg?
no.
And your sister's husband ran off? Dennis, you haven't got a sister, have you?
No.
Then why did you tell me such a story?
If you were sympathetic instead of nosy, you'd buy a magazine.
Now, look, Dennis.
Jack, who's out there?
One of the happiness boys.
Oh, yeah?
What do you mean, oh, yeah?
You're just trying to be nice to me because you didn't buy a magazine.
Look, Dennis, I'm not trying to be nice to you. And as far as the magazines are concerned, you didn't... Rochester, get Polly back in her cage.
Okay, come on, Polly. Get away from that piano. I said get away from that piano. Come on now.
Rochester, what was that?
Jose just laid an egg.
An egg? Did you catch it?
Like the swallows at Serrano is in the frying panel.
Well, good. You know, Mary, you won't believe this.
Hello, anybody home?
Huh? Oh, hello, Phil. We're in the den.
Hiya, Jackson. The reason well, as I live and breathe, Mary.
I'd like to live, too, so breathe the other way.
Well, Dolphin. Good for you, doll. Good. What do you want, Phil?
Well, the reason I dropped over was
Hello,
that...
Phil.
Oh, hi, Dennis.
You want to buy a magazine?
Dennis. Now, why don't you go home? Now, Phil, what is it?
Well, look, Jackson, after rehearsal yesterday, I got to thinking, and you said the program was too long, and you'd like to make some cuts.
That's right. We'll have to take out I'd say about 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm getting at, Jackson. Rather than sacrifice any of my sparkling dialogue, I can get the time out of my music.
Really?
Yeah, certainly. You see, I can cut the allegro movement of my orchestra number and just leave the pizzicato for the violins.
Well, yes. Yes, you could.
And then you see, if I have to, I can fade the last 8 measures of pianissimo and segue to the andante.
Well, what do you think, Mary?
You're not going to get me into this.
Well, I think it's a very good suggestion, Phil, but we'll only do it if we're stuck for time, you know?
Hey, Jackson.
What?
Hey, ain't it funny how we fool our audience and make them think that I'm a dumb guy who don't know nothing about music?
Yeah. Well, you know, that's show business.
Yeah. You know, Jackson, sometime I'd like to play something classical just to show the people I can do it.
Well, that would be a surprise, Phil. Now, what would you play?
Oh, I don't know. Something by Rimsky-Korsakov or Beethoven or Schubert or Willie Hoppe.
Willie Hoppe? Well, Willie Hoppe, he's a billiard champion. What song did he ever write?
Please don't chalk about me when I'm gone. Oh, Philzy, you started out as a lousy band leader. Now you're the king of comedy, you
Mary, did you hear that?
I'm still sick from Let Me Collie Your Sweetheart.
I don't blame you. Phil, do me a favor, will you? Take Dennis and go home.
Okay, come on, Collier. Let's beat it.
Okay, Clyde. So long, Mr. Benny.
So long. You know, Mary, when I got out of bed, I thought I'd be able to relax today. But this house is worse than a bus station.
Well, Jack, if you really want to have some fun, why don't you go to the Belmont Theater and see that new Lou Holtz Burt Wheeler show, Merry-Go-Round?
See, I got tickets to that for Saturday night, Mary, and I hear it's terrific. I'll tell you what. Let's go to a movie tonight, huh? What's playing?
I don't know. Let's go down to Hollywood Boulevard and take a look.
Okay. Oh, the air sure smells good tonight.
Yeah, that rain we had really cleared things up.
You know, the smog has been so heavy lately, you could almost cut it with a knife.
You know, Jack, since the smog cleared away, I learned something very interesting about that 6-story building on the corner of Hollywood and Vine.
What about it?
It's 12 stories.
No kidding. Here, Mary, let me take your arm while we cross the street.
Well, Jack, you can't cross now. The light's against you.
Never mind. Come on, let's go.
But, Jack...
Come on.
Oh, brother, what you won't do since you joined the Blue Cross.
Blue Cross, Blue Cross. I was in a hurry. Now, come on, let's make up our mind about what picture we want to see.
Well, I hear the Blue Veil is wonderful. Jane Wyman and Charles Lawton are in it. How about that?
Well, all right, but I'm a little peeved at Jane Wyman. You know, she's been acting so stuck up since she won the Academy Award.
Well, I've never noticed any change in her.
Well, I have. A couple of weeks ago, she passed me on the street, didn't even say hello to me.
Well, Jack, did she ever speak to you before she won the Oscar?
Well, come to think of it, no. But she could at least...
Jack, look what's playing here at Grauman's Chinese. Golden Girl, and Dennis Day is in it.
Oh, yes. Let's go in and see it.
Okay.
I'll get the tickets this time.
How many, please?
2 in the balcony.
I'm sorry, we don't have one.
Gee, that's funny. I always thought this theater had a balcony.
So did I until the smog cleared.
No kidding.
Yeah. Gee, I wonder what happened to all those people I sent up there.
I'm sure I don't know. 2 regular seats, please.
Yes, sir. Here you are.
Thank you.
Tickets, please.
Here you are.
You'll find seats in the center aisle.
Thank you. Come on, Mary.
Gee, it's so dark in here I can hardly see.
That's all right, Mary. Here comes the usherette with a flashlight.
May I help you, please?
Yes, we'd like 2 seats.
Follow me. How far down?
Oh, about midway.
Yes, sir. Center or on the aisle?
In the center, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Gee, Mary, we're lucky. We came in during the travelogue.
Here we are. Will these 2 seats do?
Oh, they're fine.
I'm so glad. Here, miss, let me help you off with your coat. Oh, there you are.
Thank you.
Now let me help you with your coat, sir. Oh, there you are.
Well, thank you.
Now pucker up.
Pucker up?
Yes. I'm going to kiss you. Here.
Say. What is this?
Since television, we're giving all the service we can.
Well, sit down, Mary.
And so it is with heavy heart that we say farewell to the picturesque little town of Serrano. Beautiful Serrano, from whence the swallows came.
Whence?
Yes, whence? Let's watch the show.
Jack, the feature's starting.
Yeah. Gee, this woman sitting in front of me, she's wearing such a big hat, I can hardly see anything.
Well, ask her to take it off.
Yeah, I will. Excuse me, madam, I can't see the picture. Would you please remove your hat?
No, I won't.
Look, madam, all I said was...
Quiet!
Jack, that lady's voice, it sounded familiar.
I know I've heard it before, but I can't seem to remember.
Quiet back there! I want to enjoy my son's picture.
Jack, it's Dennis's mother.
Say, that's right.
Well, I'm surprised that she's here. I thought she was out of town.
Well, she came back. You see, the abalone diving season is over.
Jack, maybe if you speak nicely to her and tell her who you are, she'll take off her hat.
I'll try. Excuse me, Mrs. Day. I'm Jack Benny.
Who gave you the passes?
No one gave me passes. I bought my own ticket, and I bought one for Miss Livingston, too.
Well, ain't you the sporty one?
Now, look, Mrs. Day.
Cut out that talking.
Jack, let's watch the picture.
Well, all right.
Oh, look. There's Dennis on the screen now. Gee, he's cute.
Mary, are you sure we've come to the right picture?
Well, certainly. Why?
Well, look at the screen. Dennis is wearing the blue veil.
You're looking at him through his mother's hat.
Oh. Yeah, I wish I could see.
Oh, Jack, stop complaining. There's a tall fellow sitting in front of me, too.
It's me, Mary.
Dennis, how come you're so tall?
I'm sitting on my magazine.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Dennis, do you mean you've been sitting there all the time? Your mother's been fighting with me?
Uh-huh.
I spend my good money to see your picture, and you sit there and let your mother say the most awful...
Shut up!
What?
You heard her. She said,
Shut up! I'm not going to shut up. I came here to see a movie, and I'm not going to...
Hey, throw that bum out!
What?
You heard me, bum!
Bum? Who do you think you're talking to?
You, and if you don't shut up, I'll punch you right in the nose!
Well, I don't care if you do. I belong to the Blue Cross. Come on, Mary, let's go.
Jack will be back in just a moment, but first...
Up a lazy river by that old mill run, that lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun. Linger in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your troubles, dream a dream with me. Up a lazy river where the robin's song awakes a bright new morning, we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Up a lazy river, how happy you can be. Up a lazy river with me. Oh, lazy. Yeah. Let me see. What other name could I lay on you? Big Easy. Uh-huh. Kind of like that. You want to know something easy? Some folks call you muddy. But to me, you always seem like a good cup of coffee with just the right amount of cream. Sure do love your attitude. Got nothing on your mind. You don't care where you're going or what you left behind. So, why don't you stop and rest a minute and let me bend your ear? Why bother going further when it's so calm and peaceful here? Look like he ain't gonna stop. He just keep rolling, 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 rolling up a lazy river. by that old mill run, old lazy, lazy river. In the noonday sun, linger in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your troubles, dream a dream with me. Up a lazy river where that robin song awakes a bright new morning, let us move along. Blue skies up above, everyone in love. Up old lazy river, how happy you can be. Up a lazy river with me.
Good night, folks.
Speaking. This is the United States Armed Forces Radio Service.